Good morning, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, where I teach people how to make handmade greeting cards and other items with rubber stamps, ink, and paper. I go live here every Tuesday morning at 8:30 Arizona time. Good morning, Chris. Thanks for popping in today. I go live every Tuesday morning and to show you just what I'm up to in my craft room this week. And last Wednesday, Stampin' Up! Released its list of items that are retiring from Stampin' Up's annual catalog. And they are running a last chance product sale with some of those retiring products. Good morning, Wendy. Thanks for popping in. So you'll be able, if you go online to kimquady.stampinup.net and click specials, there will be a banner that says last chance products, and you'll see a list of the items that are retiring, and some of those are on sale. I've made a list, and I'm going to be using some of those stamp sets in the next couple of weeks to see, to show you how wonderful those sets are. Good morning, Veronica. Thanks for popping in today. One of the items on the list is Stampin' Up's Rooted in Nature stamp set. It's been around for a little while and it's time to make room for new products, but I loved this set and I used it a lot. So I thought what I was going to do today was combine the retiring stamp set with Stampin' Up's simple stamping concept. Simple stamping is just using rubber stamps, ink, and paper to create a handmade greeting card. What it shows us is that you can make simple but beautiful cards using just rubber stamps, ink, and paper. Maybe you don't have a lot of cash to get a lot of supplies, but you can use a couple of stamp sets and a couple of ink pads to make some really awesome cards. Maybe you don't have a lot of room in your house and you don't have a way to store a lot of the things. Simple stamping can help you do that. And if you need a card in a hurry, you can always go back to just the rubber stamps, ink, and paper. Each month, Stampin' Up! Gives us a different challenge, and this month was to use the simple stamping with a retiring product and a thank you sentiment. So let me pop you down and I'll show you the simple stamping that I have done with the Rooted in Nature stamp set. Just a sec, let's get started. Alrighty. The Rooted in Nature stamp set can be found on page 30 of the current annual catalog. Lots of big, awesome stamps with some really great sentiments for nature lovers, and they're also really good to make masculine cards. If you wanted to step up your stamping, the Nature's Roots dies can be purchased in addition to the two-set stamp set. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Chris. Thanks for popping in today. So by May 3rd, or before, while supplies last, those things will be retiring. All right, so the one thing when I look to do simple stamping, I always grab Stampin' Up's note cards and envelopes. They come in very vanilla and white. You get 20 cards. They're pre-cut and pre-scored note cards and envelopes for $7, 20 for $7. Very vanilla and white, and it is just a really awesome way to make something quick and easy. If you wanted to make a gift pack of cards, these are an awesome buy and something to always keep in your card stash. So when I started playing with this stamp set, I'll just show you that it's just really clean and simple, but how easy they go together. And I agree, Tammy, that the sentiments in there and the fonts and just the images are absolutely awesome. So this is the first one. It just uses the very vanilla note card. Also with today's cards, I brought out the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. It's 12 by 12 with lots of different designs, but I really like the wood background. And this card is stamped in the garden green with the sentiment in early espresso. So this is really simple stamping at its heart. It's rubber stamps, ink, and paper. But I wouldn't hesitate to write a thank you note in this card and get it sent off. So I stepped that up just a little bit. So I still stamped the image on garden green with the sentiment in the early espresso on the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. And then I placed a piece of early espresso cardstock underneath that. The next one, I'm using a different tree image from the stamp set. I stamped again on that In Good Taste Designer Series paper. I took another piece and just layered it down the side. Another just really quick and easy card. Moving on to a different sentiment. I used the garden green and the thinking of you, stamped that stump off several times off of the early espresso and stamped the trees on top in the In Good Taste Designer Series paper on top of that as well. So to make these cards, you'd need just a couple of ink pads, the stamp set, and maybe a paper trimmer to cut all these images out. I didn't use any dies. I just cut them out by hand. And then the next one, used a few of the other little pieces with that. I stamped the leaf image in mint macaron for a background, and then the other leaf on a strip, layered it, popped it up with dimensionals, and put that on one of the Very Vanilla note cards. Be strong, be happy, be you. One of the awesome sentiments in there. For the next card, I changed the color up a little bit. The other color, one of the other colors used in that In Good Taste Designer Series paper is Night of Navy. So this little obscure flower here, and I found that I hadn't used that at all. So I even had to put the label on it, but it's right here. And so I thought, well, that would just make a cute little front, a little focal point, and then add the sentiment on there with the background paper. So just real simple stamping. I'm going to make a couple of those real quick just to do some stamping with you today. Yes, Sue, pull that set back out as it's being retired, and it's still usable. So there's my Very Vanilla note card. It's already cut, already scored, all ready to go. I will have an early espresso layer. Good morning, Marty. Thanks for popping in today. So that early espresso layer is measures 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. That's why I love stamping on my grid paper. And then the Designer Series paper is cut at 4 1/2 by 3, just another 1/4 inch under that. I'll get my big tree that I have already put on a block and ink it up very well with the garden green ink. I love big stamp images. That's what I like to work with most. And it would be easy to add embellishments, and it would be easy to add a lot of other things, but to get in the mail and for ease of stamping, simple stamping is really a good way to go. Good morning, Jane. Thanks for popping in today. So I'm just going to press down evenly and firmly and get my tree on there. And there's my tree. And I have my sentiment all on layered, and I use my early espresso. Just gently tap, tap, tap on that ink pad and grab the sentiment on here to thank you for all you do. I don't know about you guys, but I send a ton of thank you cards. I really there we go. So you can see that's doesn't take long at all to get that going. So I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus on the back of that. See, that Designer Series paper has some nature elements and then some stone elements on the back, so that's kind of fun too. And then I'm just going to plop that on the Early Espresso layer. So my purpose today is basically to show you that you don't need to have a whole lot of supplies to make something quick and easy and clean as well. Sometimes it's just fine to do your simple stamping. So now this card is ready to go in the mail for me. And the other one I thought that we would make today is, I'll just show you how I put that one together. And I have the pieces cut for that. Again, my base is already cut, my very vanilla base for that one. I have that piece of Designer Series paper. And remember, it's In Good Taste. It's a 2.5 inch square. And then the Early Espresso is a 2 3/4 square. And then I have the wood piece. That's another piece from the In Good Taste. And then on the back are some tiles, so you can you could use that paper in a lot of ways. Thank you, Marty. Yeah, it's just kind of showing clean and simple stamping today. For those of us who are short on supplies, short on time, short on space, short on a lot of things. So it's fun. It's just stamped right on that Designer Series paper with the other tree. And I got this tree originally because my sister works for the Forest Service and she likes to send thank you notes too. So I made her different sets of cards that she could use in her job. And I'm going to leave room for that sentiment down there, but I'm going to stamp the tree a couple of times going across to make it look like a really wooded forest. And then I think I will, it's fun with a stamping off. You can show that you just get, with one ink pad, get several different looks of color on that. All right, so there's my trees. Remember, this set is retiring as well as a host of other ones. If you haven't seen the list and you want to find the list, let me know and I can sort that out for you. Some of the items are on clearance at up to 60% off. So if you go to kimquade.stampinup.net and click on Shop and Specials, you'll be able to scroll through the whole list of things that are retiring. It's exciting. We're getting a brand new catalog May 4th. If you've shopped from me in the past year, you'll be getting a catalog. And if you're not currently working with a demonstrator, give me a holler and I will get one to you as well. We got to see it and it's full of really fun things. All right, so that is all ready to go. Again, just to show you how quick and easy it is to make just some cards that can go in the mail. I have some thinking of you that I need to go today, and it's just, I don't have to think about it. They're already made, or I can send somebody a gift pack. So I'm just layering that Designer Series paper on. And then I am going to make this little strip down the side. So I'll put some adhesive here. And again, the grid paper, and I don't know if you know that as customers, you can purchase the grid paper for your own use. I like to use the lines to line things up. I can position that to try to get it straight. I'm not always the best at getting things on straight. And now I just need a few dimensionals to pop that sentiment up. And that will be ready to go. So remember, the note cards also come in white. They're 20 in a package for $7. And there we go. simple stamping accomplished and all ready to go to send out. Let me just, as I'm glad, Marty. These are just nice and simple. It just relieves a little pressure that I don't have to do a lot of work with it. And there's just, that one even doesn't have a layer. I don't know if you popped in. This is the one with the Knight of Navy. Good morning, Mary Kay. Thanks for popping in. This will be able to be viewed on the replay, and it will also be available on my YouTube channel. I did really like this one. It had just a little pop-up dimension. The other sentiment, you are wonderful, that's, I've used that too. Another thinking of you, and then our layered to thank you for all you do. So that was my simple stamping day, showing you the retired set of Rooted in Nature. If you want to see other videos of other retired sets, I will be popping on next week. The other thing that's retiring that I would really like to focus on is that Boho Indigo product medley, and the refill for that's on sale. But for today, the Rooted in Nature was my focus with simple stamping. Thanks for stopping in today and for watching and sharing. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything you'd like to see in future videos. But I hope you have a wonderful day and a great week. And you can find me online at kimplayswithpaper.com. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.